Professor Brian Cox gives a brutal response that instantly disproves flat Earth theory. The physicist has no time for debates about whether or not the Earth is round. This is by Brenna Cooper on Lad Bible. Professor Brian Cox shared his brutal response to questions about whether the Earth is flat or not. Musician turned physicist Cox, no, not the guy from HBO Succession, the other one, is one of the UK's best-known popular scientists, and thanks to his work on scientific documentaries such as Human Universe, Wonders of the Solar System, and Brian Cox's Adventures in Space and Time, the 56-year-old has managed to prove time and again that he is definitely more than the keyboard player on D. Rem's one-hit wonder Things Can Only Get Better. However, being the nation's most recognizable physicist means that Cox also finds himself being forced to address some of the public's most bizarre conspiracy theories about life beyond the planet. And the flat Earth debate, Cox has often been asked to share his thoughts on the topic of flat Earth, which still lingers around to this day despite thousands of years of scientific arguments on the contrary. The University of Manchester professor has in fact been asked to share his thoughts on whether our planet is round and bouncy ball-shaped or as a flat as an A4 piece of paper numerous times, which means he's had plenty of time to perfect his snarkiest responses. Cox was recently asked about his feelings towards flat earthers while taking part in Lad Bible's Honesty Box series, and he did not hold back. And you can check the video here. The latest to Newton's Principia, when asked what he would say to a flat earther in order to prove that our planet is actually round, Cox responded by saying, "I always say that I would hit them over the head with Newton's Principia." For those who are not experts in physics, Newton's Principia is Isaac Newton's 1687 book outlining his ideas of laws of motion and gravity. Expanding on why the idea of the Earth being flat is so bizarre to him, Cox continued, "Can you imagine that if every time you get on a plane and fly somewhere, the person who's in charge of the plane is part of a vast conspiracy that's trying to deceive you? Just imagine that. How nervous would you be on the plane if people who are flying it are actually just keeping you in the dark about the real nature of reality?" Cox then went on to joke that by using his logic, flat earthers should be too nervous to embark on space travel. That would be great, because then they'd go on holidays. I'd never bump into a flat earther because they don't travel, he says. But anyway, these are his remarks. And you can, I'll leave a link below for you for the Flat Earth Theory Explained video. But we do have some Americans, a pastor and his group that went to Antarctica. And as we know, in winter, we have winter here. So basically the North Pole is dark, without a sun. And they went to Antarctica now in the winter, and they found that there was sun there all 24 hours, all 24-hour long, which means that the Earth is round. That's the exact proof, evidence that the Earth is round and the sun is always there 24 hours a day. So please leave your comments about this, and thank you for your support. This is by Brenna Cooper on Lad Bible on Collective Spark. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.